Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to my Akim and Akwad out there who are diligently waiting to be delivered from its final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson, and today's lesson I want to talk about, Kyrie and Kanye West, Ye West, whatever he wants to call himself. So, I had initially done a video on Kanye, where I'm basically saying that for the most part he didn't do anything wrong. He was saying, the truth, but which also another thing. Now that this has happened, we have to be careful about what we say because just like with the whole Yab situation, you can get videos taken down for that as well, okay, which is one of the main things. I might as well get it out the way now, because this video, if you can play.
The World Economic Forum has announced that it has.
I uploaded this video because this video is basically the general summary is now that the Yab has come out and they were stopping people from talking bad about the Yab, they're gonna move into bigger things, which they have been doing gradually, because people thought, oh, you know what, it's okay to to silence people that talk bad about the Yab, blah blah science, and because of that, censoring more and more things like the Jays, the all this other stuff, okay, and one of the main things that Kyrie did, he posted a link to something called from Hebrews to Negroes, and because of him posting a link, not making a video, not doing anything like that, all he did was just share a link to that, and now he got this. Now he got punished for it. All right, now let's read what what he had to do. Okay, what he has to do for from Shams Charania, I assume Twitter account. It says the sources are: Nets have delivered Kyrie Irving 6 items he must complete to return to team. Apologize/condemn video. So that's funny. Now he not only does he has to apologize to the Jays, but he has to condemn that whole the video / the whole topic in the first place. Okay, wait, apologize and then condemn the movie. Okay, yeah, Slack, yeah, I almost thought I was wrong, but he has to make an apology, which I believe he did, and then condemn the movie, basically discounting, discrediting the validity of the movie. I personally didn't see it. I tried to see if I could find it, but I don't know. I guess I didn't look hard enough or whatever. But I don't know what's in it. I don't know what it says. All I know is the general message was the so-called black are a part of the were the real Israelites, or the real Jays. Okay, with that, that's he's basically, they're basically trying to make him, they're forcing him to say, if you want to come back, being a part of your basketball team, you have to basically say that this is false information, when it's not false information. Okay, but next he has to donate $500,000 to anti-hate causes. Okay, well, I mean, I would assume that's probably just going straight to the Jays and whatnot. Sensitivity training, anti-Semitic training. Again, this is not. Let me just quickly see. Just check right quick. If you go to urban, hatred. Okay, yeah. This is the definition of it, but someone had made an even better definition of it, where because number one, Kyrie, he didn't say anything bad about them. He didn't curse them out. Again, all he did was post a link, and then they got mad at him. They're saying all that he's doing all this anti-Semitic stuff. When in actuality, anti-Semitism to them is literally anything that goes against, any anything that goes against their lie that they made. All right. Meet up with ADL Jewish leaders. Slakia. Meet with Joe Tsai to demonstrate understanding. Okay. Well, yeah. Basically, I guess the best way to describe it is basically reprogramming. That's basically what it is. All right. Now, watch this, because this is actually, I had all this other information prior, but this was actually what made me thought like this is actually a good thing to bring out. Okay, so let's watch this real quick.
I want to hear you say your name. Your name is Toby. What's your name?
Kunta.
I don't know who. Shannon Sharp. Yeah, that's probably, yeah.
Lord God, help that boy.
Okay, if you want, you can see the rest of it by checking this brother's Instagram out. Also following it if you want. But basically, yeah, that's what they were doing. They're trying to force. It's the same thing. It's the same concept. Okay, they're trying to force us to believe a lie, force us to believe the same thing. And this is a really good scripture that he had up here, Jeremiah 14:7. Suck it, Jeremiah 17:4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Okay, when we discontinue from our heritage, they tried to force it out. They didn't try. They actually forced it out of us, and then for so long, most of us, if not all of us, for a very long time, just didn't know our identity. I personally didn't know until a couple of years back, like when I think I don't remember how many years ago, but yeah, just a couple of years ago. So I've been in this truth for years ago, but I grew up not being in this truth. All right, most of us didn't. Most of us had to be converted. All right. But 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Okay, so it's like, look, the same thing that they did back then, they're literally doing right now. Okay, yeah. Well, we don't know if Kyrie is getting physically beaten right now. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. But we do know that he's being threatened in some way. He got threatened. Okay, at the bare minimum, he got threatened with this, and he lost. He's not being able to go out and play. Okay, he's basically lost his job. He didn't lose it, but he's basically being punished because of that. Just that one thing of knowing our heritage. And this also happened with the Native Americans and okay, and the so-called Native American Hispanics as well. It's not just, which another thing is not for the Hebrews to Negroes thing. It's not the best place to go, but I guess it's a start. And I think they're only about so-called black people, but it's not just so-called black people. It's so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native Americans. Okay, all three of them, of those groups, and most of their subsections. Okay, not African, but Brazilian, Mexican, Dominican Republic, Native American, like all that stuff. All right. But yeah, that's what they're doing, and that's what they're trying to make sure that we don't know our heritage, okay? Because they stole it. All right. Now John chapter 8 verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Because we are slaves right now. We're still slaves. Okay. It might seem like we're not, but we're still slaves. And the only thing that will make us free is this truth. All right. That's what Esau is afraid of. Esau doesn't want us to know the truth. Esau doesn't want us to be free. Esau still wants to keep on ruling over us. Okay. Let me get that. Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So, okay, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. All right, the wicked is in rule right now. All right, this is what we have to deal with. All right, and people like Kyrie, just for Kyrie and Kanye, for preaching this truth and letting our people know who they are. They're getting metaphorically whipped. Okay, maybe even physically. Okay, who knows? But I know Kanye lost a lot of his deals as well. But yeah, and also, this is perfect. These people, these Jakes, they're selling out. They had to they humiliated themselves, in order to stay in line with their slave masters. All right, like look at, I think this is Shaq. This is Charles Barkley, I believe, and this is LeBron. I can't believe, yeah. Just look at them, freaking cross-dressing, and that was a big thing in getting so-called black men to cross-dress. Really, Kevin Hart said he didn't want to do it, and then not too long after he did end up doing it. He was on, I think, SNL or something like that. I don't remember. And then who else? There was Dave Chappelle. He said he didn't want to do it in, I think, the movie Blue Streak or something like that. And then he didn't do it. He did one of those few that actually did not do it. But yeah, there's also more. But hey, it's just in order to demasculinize us. But Ezekiel chapter 36 verse 5. Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahawadah, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, despiteful minds, to cast it out for a prey. Okay. Our land, the land, Israel, the land has been given to their possession. They've taken it to their possession. All right. And a precept to that, Joel chapter 3 verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Okay. Also, they the main thing is that they took our land. Okay. They took our land, Israel, and right now Israel is not ruling over there. Israel doesn't own the place. Okay. And the main reason why we can know this, that we're sure of this, is because the prophecies have not happened for Israel to be in their land. Okay, for the real Israelites to be in the land. Micah chapter 4 from the top. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Most High shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow into it. So, in the last days, the mountain of the house of Israel, meaning the government of the house of the Israelites, okay, is going to be at the top of all other governments. All right, and shall be exalted above the hills, exalted above all other governments, and people shall flow into it. Okay, they're gonna be like, well, let me read it. Verse 2: And many nations shall come and say, come and let us go up to the mountain of the Most High, and to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For the law shall go forth of Zion, and the word of the Most High from Jerusalem. So all these other nations, or the heathen nations, are going to alphabet soup, and it's all around the world now. All right. Verse 3, and he shall judge among many people and rebuke strong nations afar off, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up a sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. So when the Israelites are established at the top of of all governments, okay, then there's not going to be any more war. But we're in a war right now. Well, not us specifically, but Russia and Ukraine. There was America and Iraq. All this stuff is still going on. All right. So again, it's just a complete lie. It's just a complete lie that they want us to believe. All right. Revelation chapter 2 verse 9. And tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. So that's those so-called Jays that are claiming that they are the Jays, but they're actually not. Okay, that's the lie, and it says right there they are the synagogue of Satan. But with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahawah, YAHAWASHI, wcguerkiejejkhkvukefhiuvgyjgukerihu. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And we're almost out of here right now, with all the prophecies and all the things that's going on. Speaking as a man, I believe that Kyrie and Kanye did a very big, with no actual credit going to them, but all praise to the Most High Yahawah. The Most High Yahawah used them as a very big talking point in order to publicize this truth even more, in order to accelerate the awakening of the Israelites. Okay, so call on Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We're almost out of here, and with that, I want to say Shalom.